the story twice.
Okay. So I'm going to read you the story twice. Then I will let in the next person, which is Chrissy.
Yes.
All right. And then you'll have 5 minutes to get as
Yeah.
much to Chrissy as you can. And then the only other thing I ask is that you keep hands.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We
Yep.
were pretty sure you bastards were gonna say that. God damn it.
Exactly. I mean, if while you're especially like you're going to be here for a while, so get comfy. If you have a book or something else to just keep your hands occupied, feel free to have that. But just
I would be watching Ink Master on my TV and pointing the switch after this, but I will
that's
be
fine.
fully,
That is
I will
fine.
be fully in camera.
Yeah. And if you like need to book it to the bathroom or something, like
I'll leave my phone.
Yes, exactly.
Here,
Correct.
just so you know, because
Exactly. Just and also tell me before you're doing so. Okay.
I'll text you personally if that's
that sounds good. That sounds good.
Like
right.
I have full respect for these rules and whatnot. I just fucking hate this challenge with a burning passion.
This is not an easy challenge. I mean, last season I can tell you the final score was 4-3. So it's
let's go.
Granted, my season was 7-2, so I'll take that. All right, are you ready?
No, but yes.
All right, so I will read it to you twice. As we enter our tale, titled The Japanese Experience, we find our Triumph production team deep into planning for Season 5. The game has grown and improved so much over its first 4 seasons, so the group decided to hold the next season in a more well-known location, Japan. As in the past, the team needed to take a trip to the wonderful island itself in order to understand all about Japanese culture and lifestyle before holding the next season of Triumph. Alex, Courtney, John, Jordan, Marcelo, Megan, Ollie, and Sam all packed up their things, ready for the trip of a lifetime as they took a bus to the airport for their 4:08 a.m. flight. As this flight would be one of the longest they've had, they decided to keep themselves busy through the trip so they would not get too restless. Megan listened to true crime podcasts the entire trip and got through 16 episodes. Marcelo, Courtney, Jordan, and Ollie all huddled around the small airplane screen to watch all the Twilight films.
Awful.
John, Alex, and Sam raced each other to see who would be the fastest to complete various Sudoku puzzles. Once the jet lag group arrived in Japan, they took the first couple hours to unpack and stretch their legs, exploring their living quarters for the next 4 weeks. Since the group needed to be re-energized, they decided to spend their first night going bar hopping in the Yakitori Alley in Tokyo. Sam chose this location because he learned it is nicknamed Piss Alley. And piss is Sam's favorite word. After cramping into the small 15-person spaces and starting to learn more of the language, the group settled in for a good sleep, excited for what the next month would bring them. As the production team traveled across Japan, covering as much area as they could, they enjoyed other activities that the locals recommended to them. Since the Triumph season graphics would highly feature the Japanese torii gates, they chose to visit a few of the most famous Japanese shrines, both the Fushimi Inari Shrine and what is known as the Golden Temple. After being typical tourists and taking 746 cute pictures underneath the torii gates, the team ended their day soaking in the onsen hot springs. Megan and Courtney sat together while the boys sat in their own section, enjoying the geothermal springs. Jordan didn't get the memo that you had to be naked in the springs, so he jumped in wearing bright pink swimming trunks covered in pineapples. The rest of the boys shook their heads, and the Japanese locals laughed. The next big trip the group took was an ambitious 6-day hike through the Kumano Kodo Trail, an ancient pilgrimage trail located throughout the Kii Peninsula. While some of the production team may have had to take more breaks than others, Ollie and Alex walked the entire way without taking a break. Wow, look at that endurance. The group was stunned as they covered this expansive, remote area, having only seen 23 other people their entire time. It was a beautiful way to experience Japan without as many crowds as the cities. Of course, the group couldn't visit Japan without trying the authentic and delicious foods offered. So, to have the most fulfilling experience they could, they headed to Kyoto for a sake brewery tour and some real sushi. Megan loves sake, and she clearly showed it by drinking the most out of the entire team. After they settled down for some authentic sushi, the group ordered one of the biggest plates they could. They ordered the tuna roll, eel roll, yellowtail roll, cucumber roll, and many, many others. Marcelo's favorite roll was the tamaki because it is shaped into a cone, making it super easy to hold, as he still hadn't figured out how to use chopsticks. Finally, after a nice and long trip to Japan, the Triumph production team realized they had a good amount of Japanese cultural knowledge to be able to hold the next season in this beautiful country. Ollie was glad he could bring the rest of the group to visit a place he had been and loved before, and everyone else enjoyed this once-in-a-lifetime experience as well. As soon as they got back home, the Triumph production team got right to work, getting ready to cast the next batch of 20 eager players, where one of them would become the sole survivor of Triumph Japan.
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I got most of those things, but obviously I knew you're going to repeat it again. Just as refreshing things in my head. That should be at least somewhat easy to condense.
All right.
I just need to get names, and just some stuff's way too funny for me to forget.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. Start it over from the top.
Japanese experience. Let's go.
As we enter our tale titled The Japanese Experience, we find our Triumph production team deep into planning for season 5. The game has grown and improved so much over its first 4 seasons, so the group decided to hold the next season in a more well-known location, Japan. As in the past, the team needed to take a trip to the wonderful island itself in order to understand all about Japanese culture and lifestyle before holding the next season of Triumph. Alex, Courtney, John, Jordan, Marcelo, Megan, Ollie, and Sam all packed up their things, ready for the trip of a lifetime, as they took a bus to the airport for their 4:08 a.m. flight. As this flight would be one of the longest they've had, they decided to...
I would say bless you. You're good.
As this flight would be one of the longest they've had, they decided to keep themselves busy through the trip so they would not get too restless. Megan listened to true crime podcasts the entire trip and got through 16 episodes. Marcelo, Courtney, Jordan, and Ollie all huddled around the small airplane screen to watch all the Twilight films. John, Alex, and Sam raced each other to see who would be the fastest to complete various Sudoku puzzles. Once the jet lag group arrived in Japan, they took the first couple hours to unpack and stretch their legs, exploring their living quarters for the next 4 weeks. Since the group needed to be re-energized, they decided to spend their first night going bar hopping in Yakitori Alley in Tokyo. Sam chose this location because he learned it is nicknamed Piss Alley, and piss is Sam's favorite word. After cramping into the small 15-person spaces and starting to learn more of the language, the group settled in for a good sleep, excited for what the next month would bring them. As the production team traveled across Japan, covering as much area as they could, they enjoyed other activities that the locals recommended to them. Since the Triumph season graphics would highly feature the Japanese torii gates, they chose to visit a few of the most famous Japanese shrines, both the Fushimi Inari Shrine and what is known as the Golden Temple. After being typical tourists and taking 746 cute pictures underneath the torii gates, the team ended their day soaking in the onsen hot springs. Megan and Courtney sat together while the boys sat in their own section, enjoying the geothermal springs. Jordan didn't get the memo that you had to be naked in the springs, so he jumped in wearing bright pink swimming trunks covered in pineapples. Okay. The rest of the boys shook their heads and the Japanese locals laughed. The next big trip the group took was an ambitious 6-day hike through the Kumano Kodo Trail, an ancient pilgrimage trail located throughout the Kii Peninsula. While some of the production team may have had to take more breaks than others, Ollie and Alex walked the entire way without taking a break. Wow, look at that endurance. The group was stunned as they covered this expansive, remote area, having only seen 23 other people their entire time. It was a beautiful way to experience Japan without as many crowds as the cities. Of course, the group couldn't visit Japan without trying the authentic and delicious foods offered. So to have the most fulfilling experience they could, they headed to Kyoto for a sake brewery tour and some real sushi. Megan loves sake, and she clearly showed it by drinking the most out of the entire team. After they settled down for some authentic sushi, the group ordered one of the biggest plates they could. They ordered the tuna roll, eel roll, yellowtail roll, cucumber roll, and many, many others. Marcelo's favorite roll was the tamaki because it is shaped into a cone, making it super easy to hold as he still hadn't figured out how to use chopsticks. Finally, after a nice and long trip to Japan, the Triumph production team realized they had a good amount of Japanese cultural knowledge to be able to hold the next season in this beautiful country. Ollie was glad he could bring the rest of the group to visit a place he had been and loved before, and everyone else enjoyed this once-in-a-lifetime experience as well. As soon as they got back home, the Triumph production team got right to work, getting ready to cast the next batch of 20 eager players, where one of them would become the sole survivor of Triumph Japan.
Okay, I got the general story. Names might slip, but I got the general story. And I think
All right.
I have
Send
numbers.
Send Chrissy in.
Okay,
Hello,
can you hear me,
hello.
Chrissy?
Hi, can you guys give me 1 second? I just need to pull into this parking lot.
Yes, you're good. Yep.
Please, because
No, you're golden. You're golden.
Okay.
A safety first.
The red light just stopped me.
You're golden. I'm not gonna. That's. You guys had to wait for me. I'm not gonna punish you guys because you need to pull into a parking lot.
I had to wait for you and the rain. So the rain is really what messed me up today because I suck at driving in the rain.
I literally just finished the other tribes time before coming to you guys. So
thank you.
Not a problem. So while you're finishing that, I'm just going to explain some stuff. So once we start, Brandon will have 5 minutes to get as much information to you as possible. Basic things, we're just going to ask that you keep hands up. So that's why, of course, while you're driving, definitely can't do that.
Yeah.
And then once you are done, you will have 5 minutes to give Blake as much information. We just ask that you stay on camera the whole time, so that way we can make sure that there's no funny business going on, passing information or anything like that.
Okay.
Cool beans?
Yep, and
Right.
I am getting a spot right now.
No.
Perfect.
Just wanted to make sure we all understood the rules, that's all. And, oh, and then I'll also give you guys approximately like a 1 minute.
Thank you. I very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
What? Oh God, I remember why I hate this challenge.
This, like I said, this is Megan's pride and joy.
Yeah, I can very much tell.
I keep looking to see because she may pop in if she gets out of class.
Okay.
And I'll let her in also. But
Okay. We made it. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn my lights on too, probably.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hold on.
Yeah, you're not gonna have any issues with connection. I think your connection's way too good for this, so we're good.
all right, I have timer up for 5 minutes. All right, timer will start in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Okay, so there was no advantage, but I got a shit ton of other stuff as well. So pretty much the basis of this is that they're going on a trip to Japan because they need to do some research for the season. It's something that happens every season. So they get to the airport first on a bus at 4:08 a.m. Okay. And it's all 8 prod numbers. I forget some of the names, but it's like Ollie, Courtney, John, Marcelo, Alex, Megan, all 8 prod numbers. So when they're going on the plane, they're all doing different activities. Megan specifically is watching true crime documentaries, and she got through like 16 of them like a fucking mad lad, right? For them, one of them it was including Courtney. I remember that for a fact. We're all just binge watching the Twilight series, ugly. And then 3 of them, which includes Alex and Sam, were going through Sudoku to see who could do it the fastest, right? You got that?
Yes. So Megan was doing something. All the prod members were doing something. 3 people were with Courtney.
Yeah.
And
So I'll repeat myself. 4:08 a.m. bus trip to the flight. Yeah, it's the flight to Japan. On the flight, Megan was watching true crime documentaries, and she got through 16 of them.
Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries.
Yep. 4 people binge watched the Twilight series, like the vampire series. Courtney was a part of that.
4 people binge watched the Twilight series. 4 people binge watched the Twilight series. Courtney was one of them.
Yeah, and the other 3 did Sudoku.
The other 3 did Sudoku.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so once they arrived, they put their bags down for like a few hours. And then afterwards, they went to go to Yakitori Alley, which is specifically Sam's favorite place because it translates to piss alley. And Sam's favorite word is piss. That's funny.
Sam loves Yakitori Street, and it means piss.
Yeah, exactly.
And Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries.
Yes.
4 people watched Twilight with Courtney.
Yep.
And the flight was at 4:08 a.m.
Yep, and they went there by a bus.
And they went there by a bus.
Yep. Okay, so next, remember those big gates that are on the season, like I'll play out last thing? Those are like called the Torii gates, right? So in order to do more research on that, they went to 2 specific places. One of them is a very long name. You're probably not going to remember that. The other one is called the Golden Temple.
Golden Temple.
And because they're all Instagram whores, they took 726 pictures there.
So the crew took 726 selfies at the Golden Temple.
Yeah, there's also another place as well, but I forget the name of that. And also it's kind of really hard to say specifically, but you got that. After they went to the temple, they went to the onsen bathhouses. Okay? The
what?
The onsen, O-N-S-E-N, onsen.
And bathhouses.
Yep. The girls and the guys were separate.
Okay.
So 2 girls, the rest were guys. You were supposed to be nude, but Jordan didn't get the memo, so he jumped in with a pink bathing suit with pineapples on it, and he got laughed at by the locals.
Definitely gonna remember that one.
Yep, same here. Afterwards, they went on a 6-day hiking trip. Do the remote part, I forget what it's called. Only Ollie and Alex didn't take any breaks while walking.
Okay, so hold on.
Yes.
Bathhouses, and the women were separate. 2 women, the rest were men.
Yep.
And then they went to, oh my God, where did they go?
1 minute remaining.
They went on a hiking trail, okay? They went on a hiking trail. Only Ollie and Alex didn't go through. I'm just gonna go through the rest of this, okay? Because I want to give you as much information as possible. So while they're hiking, they only saw like 23 people. So only 2-3 people, but it was still like for 6 days, it was really nice. Afterwards, they went to Kyoto, like one of the big cities, Kyoto, for sushi and sake. Megan loves sake. Remember that. Megan fucking loves sake. They had tuna rolls. They had yellowtail, they had eel, and they had cucumber. Those are easy. The reason why Marcelo likes the one he has in particular is because of the cone, because he can't use chopsticks, right? Only Ollie had been there before. Everyone else was the first time. And the plan for the trip was that it was specifically for 4 weeks. So just to repeat what I said quickly, 23 people on the trail for 6 days.
Trail for 6 days. 23 people on the trail for
6 days. Afterwards, they went to Kyoto for sake and sushi.
They went to
And that's time.
And can I? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring. Okay, that's why
I gave you all the information you need. You got this.
All right, I'm gonna bring Blake in next.
I'm gonna go play my Switch.
Okay, you're good over there. I saw where you put your phone. You're good. Yeah. Hello, Blake.
Hi.
All right, so here's how this is going to work. Chrissy will have 5 minutes to get you as much information as possible. We just ask that you keep hands in the screen. So that way we make sure that there's no funny business going on or anything like that. And then once the 5 minutes is up, then you will have 5 minutes to get as much to Amanda and so on down the line. Okay, are we ready? Your timer will begin in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Okay, Blake. So everybody on production with all of their names went to Japan on a bus, and their flight was at 4:08 a.m. When they got on the flight, they all split up and did different things. Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries, and 4 people were watching Twilight with Courtney. The other 4 were doing a Sudoku puzzle. Then they got to Japan and they went on a hiking trip. No, they didn't go on a hiking trip first. They went to the Golden Temple first, and then they went on a hiking trip. On the Golden Temple, there was 23 people there. And after the Golden Temple, they went on a hike. And on their hike, Ollie and somebody else didn't end up going because they didn't want to. And then they went, there was also 23 people on that trail. And then so they were there to take their flight at 4:08 a.m. and then they all went on the airplane, and there were 16 of them, and they all split up. Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries. And then 4 people were watching Twilight with Courtney, and the other 4 people were doing a Sudoku puzzle until they got there. And then they all went to the Golden Temple. And after the Golden Temple, they went on a hike with 23 people on the trail. And then once they did that, I think Ollie and somebody else didn't go. I think Ollie and Sam didn't go on the hiking trail with them because they were too tired. And then after the hiking trip, Jordan was wearing pink shorts with pineapples on them. And then they all went to Kyoto for sake and sushi. And Megan loves sushi. Megan loves sushi a lot. No, Megan loves sake. Megan loves sake. Megan does not love sushi. Megan loves sake. And they ordered a yellowtail roll. They ordered an eel roll. They ordered a cucumber roll. And they ordered one more roll. I don't want to get it wrong, but there was 4 rolls, and for sure, one of them was eel, one of them was yellowtail, and one of them was cucumber. Okay. Do you need me to repeat anything?
Can I repeat back to you what I have so far?
Yes.
So Prod went on a trip to Japan. They got to the airport and their flight took off at 4:08.
Yes.
There was 23 of them.
Yeah. Yes. No. There was 16 of them that got on the flight.
There were 16 of them that got on the flight. Megan watched 16 Wait, I thought that it was 23 people and Megan watched 16 documentaries.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
There was 23 people. Megan watched 16 documentaries. 4 people played Sudoku with Courtney.
No, 4 people played Sudoku, and another 4 people watched Twilight with Courtney.
So 4 people played Sudoku and 4 people watched Twilight with Courtney. After they got to Japan, they went to the Golden Temple. And then they went on a hike. But Ollie and Sam were too tired, so they stayed behind. Jordan was wearing pink shorts with pineapples on them.
At the bathhouse. That's where they went, where he was wearing that.
They went to the
All right,
bathhouse.
that is time. All right, stop that. All right, Chrissy, I'm gonna have you go ahead and go on mute.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna send in Amanda. Like I've been telling everybody, this is Megan's pride and joy comp here. Megan wrote this lovely story.
Can I drive home the rest of the way now?
If we can tell that you're driving, then you should be good. Yes.
Okay.
We can see a car moving. So yes, as long as you keep your camera on, then you're golden.
I'm gonna show you guys. I'll show you guys my angle, and I'll leave the lights on.
Beautiful. That's perfect. I don't know why I turned my camera off. All right. Hello, Amanda. All right. So here's how this is going to work. Blake will have 5 minutes to get you as much information as possible. And then you will have 5 minutes to get information to Divi, then so on. All right. We ask that you just keep hands in the screen. So no funny business or anything like that. Cool beans? All right. I have a timer set for 5 minutes. All right. Time begins in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
All right, Amanda, Prod went on a trip to Japan. They arrived at the airport and took flight at 4:08. There was 23 of them total. Megan watched 16 documentaries, true crime documentaries. 4 people watched Twilight
Okay.
with 4 people watched Twilight with Courtney. 4 people played Sudoku. After they arrived to Japan, they went to the Golden Temple. After they went to the Golden Temple, they went on a hike, but Ollie and Sam stayed behind because they were too tired. After that, they went to the bathhouse where Jordan was wearing pink shorts with pineapples on them. After that, they went to go get sake and sushi. Megan really, really loves sake. There was 4 types of sushi. There was yellowtail, there was eel, there was avocado, and one other sushi. Yeah, and I think that's it.
Are you allowed to tell me that again?
Yeah.
So,
Well-
oh my God, what?
No, you're fine.
Oh, and am I allowed to have you repeat like the numbers when you tell me, because I am fucking terrible at this.
Sure.
Like,
Prod went on a trip to Japan
Japan,
at 4:08.
408.
There was 23 people total.
Prod, Japan,
23.
23.
23.
Hold on. It was 408 and there were 23 people. Okay.
Okay. Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries.
16 true crime memories. It was 4:08 p.m.
Four people played Sudoku. 4 people
Okay.
watched Twilight with Courtney.
People watch Twilight with Courtney. So Courtney likes Twilight. Courtney likes Sudoku. 4 people watching Twilight. Okay.
After they got to Japan, they went to the Golden Temple.
So they get to Japan. They're going to the Golden Temple. Okay.
After they
I
went
have to do this kind of shit or I can't remember. Okay, keep going.
after they went to the Golden Temple, they decided to go on a hike. But Ollie and Sam stayed behind because they were too tired.
Okay.
After that, they went to the bathhouse where Jordan was wearing pink shorts with
Ooh,
pineapples on them.
Jordan's ready to get freaky, looking for some swingers. He's in his pink shorts with pineapples. Okay.
After that, they went to get sake and sushi.
And there was yellowfin. Okay.
Yellowtail.
Yeah, okay.
Yellowtail, eel,
Yeah.
and there was two others. I forgot what. But Megan really loves sake.
Yes, Megan wants to get drunk on the sake. I'm weird. And that's how you remember?
Yes.
Am I allowed to repeat it back in our time?
Go for it.
Unless they stop me. Okay. It was 4:08. 23 people, prod members, went to Japan. Something about the number 16.
Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries.
Megan likes true crime and she watched 16 documentaries. 4 people played Sudoku while 4 people were watching Twilight. Then
with Courtney.
They went to the Golden Temple. What about they watched Twilight with Courtney.
Courtney
Courtney likes the glittery vampires. Then they all went to the Golden Temple. But Sam and Ollie were too tired and they went on a everyone went on a hike besides Sam and Ollie.
Yes.
Sam and Ollie were too tired.
And that's time.
Okay. Good luck, me.
You got this.
All right. So Blake, I'm just gonna have you just stay there, just to go on mute. All right. I'm gonna send in Divi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Can you come on camera for me, please?
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
It's all right. We just need to be able to see hands and everything like that. That's all. See your lovely face. That's all. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. Amanda's going to have 5 minutes to get you as much information as possible, and then you're going to have 5 minutes to get Zachy as much information as well. All right. Any questions?
Okay. No.
All right. So your time will begin in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Okay.
Hi, Divi.
Hi.
Okay. I don't know if this will be helpful for you when I say numbers. Do you want me to repeat them?
Just speak and I'll try to go. I don't have a way to keep my hands fully in the frame the whole time, but I'll try my best, Megan.
I just kept them on my face. Okay. Prad wanted to go on a trip to Japan. So Prad's going to Japan. It was 4:08. I think that's the time, 4:08 p.m.
Okay, keep going.
And there were 20 people. Okay. When they got to Japan,
You said there's how many people?
20
people?
23.
People? 23?
23 people, 4:08 p.m. Production went to Japan. When they got there, Megan watched 16 true crime documentaries. So Megan is sitting off to the side watching 16 episodes of true documentaries of true crime.
Keep
While
going. Got it.
4 people are playing Sudoku. People are watching Twilight with Courtney. Courtney, Twilight, 4 people. 4 people are playing Sudoku.
4 people with Courtney or 4 people including Courtney?
I just heard 4 people were playing Sudoku while 4 people were watching. A good question. We're watching Twilight with Courtney. So you're right.
Okay.
I guess that would be 5 people if that's a. Then Prad was going to go on a hike, but Sam and Ollie were too tired to go on the hike. So Sam and Ollie did not go on the hike.
Everybody else did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then they all went to the Golden Temple. The temple was golden, like this sun, golden temple. And now they're going out for sushi is what I remember next. So now they
Wait,
went
what
out.
happened at the Golden Temple? You broke up. What happened at the Golden Temple? Did they just go there?
I think so, because I don't remember anything else about that. But then they went for
Okay.
sushi. Okay. And we know
Okay.
there were 4 types of sushi, but we can only remember 2 of them.
Okay.
We think they ate 4 types of sushi. We could remember the yellow tail. I might not remember the other one. And I don't remember the other sushi. There was 4 types of sushi. One of them was yellow tail. There was sake. They were drinking sake, and Megan really likes sake. Megan loves to get drunk on sake. Okay, that's all I remember.
That's it?
Do you want to repeat it back to me and I can make corrections?
Okay, so production went on a trip to Japan. There was 23 people. They went at 4:08 p.m. They had sushi. There was 4 kinds. You can only remember yellowtail.
Wait.
I'm going out of order. I'm going out of order.
Okay.
There was sushi. There was 4 kinds. We can only remember yellowtail. 16 people. 16 people. No, Megan watched 16 episodes of true crime, not 16 people. Megan watched 16 episodes of true crime. There's 23 people in total. There was 4 people watching Sudoku. There was 4 people watching Twilight with Courtney, which makes that 24 people though, but we said 23 people, so that's confusing. Actually, that makes that 25 people. Unless there were, oh wait, never mind. Then they went to the Golden Temple. That's where they had the sushi, and they were drinking sake, and Megan likes sake a lot.
Yes.
I already know this story is missing so many details.
You have 40 seconds left.
Okay. And then try to put it into that order that I originally told you in. And one thing I forgot, I think, is the other sushi, and maybe I forgot more, but I think I got most of it to you that I got.
Okay.
Whew.
That's easy to remember. That's all stored in my brain.
If you guys are ready to stop, there's only 15 seconds left. I can move it on over to Zach.
Amanda, if you have anything else that you can remember at all?
No, production going to Japan, 4:08 p.m., 23 people. They get there, they're splitting off into their Twilight.
All right, that is time.
Okay.
All right. Hello, Zachy.
Hi.
All right, so here's how this is going to work. Divi will have 5 minutes to get you as much information as possible, and then immediately after that, I will ask you the questions. All right, if you guys feel that you are done and you want to just get right into it, then you should get moving right along. Then we can get right into the questions early if you want. Okay, once we get into the questions, just for everybody else, make sure that you guys aren't giving anything away with expressions or anything like that. If you feel like you can't do that, cover your face or anything like that. But that's once we get to the questions. Okay. Cool beans.
Awesome. Is it possible that everyone can go? I can't see everyone, so I don't know if this is already the case, but is it possible for everyone to go on mute? Because since I'm on my phone, it's locked in.
The only other person that's unmuted right now is Divi and myself. So everybody else is on mute. Cool.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
No,
so
you're
that
golden. You're golden. Yep.
When Divi speaks, it's only them that I'm saying.
No, you're great. Okay, that sounds perfect. All right. So I've got a 5-minute timer. I'll count you guys in. All right. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Okay, so production went on a trip to Japan. I'm assuming that it was more than just production because there are 23 people, but production went on a trip to Japan. They went at 4:08 p.m. When they got there, they were splitting off into these little groups. Megan was in the corner. She watched 16 episodes of true crime. There was 4 people playing Sudoku, and then there was 4 people watching Twilight with Courtney. Eventually, production went on a hike, but Sam and Ollie did not want to go on that hike. So it was the rest of production without Sam and Ollie. And then they went to the Golden Temple. And it was time for brunch and they had sushi. They had 4 different types of sushi, but the only one that made it to the end of this is Yellowtail. And
How
they
many
were
different types of sushi were there? I apologize
there
for
were 4
interrupting.
different types of sushi. The only specific one that made it to our end of this is Yellowtail. And they were drinking sake. Megan really, really loves sake. And that is all the information I have. Do you need me to repeat anything?
Holy shit, that's not much at all.
Yeah. I was like, there's details gone. I know there are.
Okay. So I'm going to, I think what would best work for me is retelling what you just told me and you correcting or adding information that I have lost. Does that sound good to you?
Okay. Are you going to tell it in order?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so production went on a trip to Japan. They left at 4:08 p.m. Who went into the corner?
First, how many people?
23.
Okay. Megan went to the
Gotcha.
corner. She watched 16 episodes of true crime.
She watched 16 episodes of true crime. I'm assuming at the airport?
Nope, once they got there.
Once they got there. Okay, thank you. Once they got to Japan, Megan watched 16 episodes of true crime. Okay. And they left at 4:08 p.m. Cool. Okay. Continue the next part for me, if you don't mind.
So I believe this is once they got there. Don't quote me on this, but that's what it sounds like. It's Megan watching 16 episodes of true crime. There was 4 people playing Sudoku, and there was 4 people watching Twilight with Courtney.
In the corner.
Somewhere, just like they split off.
Okay.
Into these like groups.
Repeat that again for me, if you don't mind.
So they split off. Once they got there, they like split off. Megan, when she split off, watched 16 episodes of true crime. 4 people split off to go play Sudoku, and then 4 people split off and they were watching Twilight with Courtney.
Okay. 4 people split off to play Sudoku. 4 people split off to watch Twilight with Courtney. Okay.
I don't even know who Courtney is. After that, production went on a hike. And Sam and Ollie did not go.
Production went on a hike. Sam and Ollie did not go on the hike.
Exactly. After that, they went to the Golden Temple.
The Golden Temple. Okay. After the hike, did they hike? Do you think they hiked to the Golden Temple, or they went to the Golden Temple after the hike?
I think it's possible that they hiked to the Golden Temple.
Okay.
Not 100% sure, but I think that would make sense.
Okay.
But then I believe it was at the Golden Temple that they had brunch. It was either at the Golden Temple or after the Golden Temple. That's where they had brunch, which is where they had the 4 types of sushi.
They had the 4 types of sushi. Last remaining was Yellowtail.
Exactly. That's the only one we have that we know. And what were they drinking?
Sake. Megan really loves sake.
Okay, from the top.
From the top. Okay, so production goes on a trip to Japan. They leave at 4:08 p.m. When they get to the airport, they split off.
How many people? How many people?
20,
How many people?
23.
Don't forget.
23 people. Gotcha.
Okay.
They split off into 2 groups. 4 people go to watch Twilight with Courtney, and then 4 people go off to play Sudoku. I forgot about Megan watching 16 episodes of true crime in the corner. Okay, then everyone goes on a hike.
Who doesn't go? Production goes on a hike. Who doesn't go?
Sam and Ollie. Sam and Ollie does not go on the hike. Do not go on the hike. They go on a hike. They either go to the Golden Temple on the hike, or after the hike, they go to the Golden Temple to have brunch. They drink a lot of sake, they eat sushi. There are 4 different types of sushi. The only one we know of that was left was Yellowtail. They have a bunch of sake. Megan really loves sake.
Yep.
That's time.
Ooh.
That was like perfect timing.
All right.
Right.
So here we go. All right. So all of these questions are going to be multiple choice. Okay. So
Okay.
even if you don't know, you got a shot.
Okay.
And then there will be one tiebreaker question at the end that will be a number answer. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Question number 1. What time was the team's flight to Japan? Is it A, 4:08 a.m., B, 8:04 a.m., C, 4:15 a.m., or D, 8:15 a.m.?
Oh, 4:08 p.m. wasn't an option. I'll go with 4:08 a.m.
And that is the correct answer.
Oh! Okay.
All right. Question number 2. What movie series did part of the group watch on the flight? Is it A, Harry Potter, B, Lord of the Rings, C, Twilight, or D, The Hunger Games?
Twilight.
Twilight is the correct answer. Question number 3. Which of these activities did the group do first? Is it A, hiking the Kumano Kodo Trail, B, bar hopping through Yakitori Alley, C, relaxing in the onsen hot springs, or D, visiting famous Japanese shrines?
Hiking. A.
The correct answer is B, bar hopping through Yakitori Alley. Question 4. Whose favorite word is piss? Is it A, Ollie, B, John, C, Courtney, or D, Sam? I will repeat that question.
Thank you.
Whose favorite word is piss? Is it A, Ollie, B, John, C, Courtney, or D, Sam?
I'm between Courtney and John because John wasn't mentioned at all and Courtney was slightly mentioned. John.
Correct answer is Sam.
Oh, okay.
Question number 5. What were Jordan's swim trunks adorned with? Is it A, watermelons, B, pineapples, C, oranges, or D, strawberries?
What? Okay, can you repeat the answer choices again?
Sure. Is it A, watermelons, B, pineapples, C, oranges, or D, strawberries?
I'm inclined to believe watermelon.
So watermelons is your answer?
Yeah, sorry.
The correct answer is pineapples.
Okay.
Question number 6. What member?
Oh, what a swinger.
What was that?
I said, what a swinger.
What member of the team didn't know how to use chopsticks? Is it A, Marcelo, B, Megan, C, Jordan, or D, Alex?
Marcelo.
Marcelo is the correct answer. All right.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's a delayed response there. All right. Question number 7. How many true crime podcasts did Megan listen to on the flight? Is it A, 14, B, 15, C, 16, or D, 17?
16.
16 is the correct answer. Question number 8. What city did the group go bar hopping in? Is it A, Kyoto, B, Tokyo, C, Osaka, or D, Yokohama?
Say it again.
Gladly. What city did the group go bar hopping in? Is it A, Kyoto, B, Tokyo, C, Osaka, or D, Yokohama?
You said it in one of the questions earlier, but what you said wasn't one of the answer choices. I greatly apologize. Do you mind repeating it one more time?
Oh, no, gladly. What city did the group go bar hopping in? Is it A, Kyoto, B, Tokyo, C, Osaka, or D, Yokohama?
D, Yokohama.
The correct answer is Tokyo.
Fuck!
And what I had said earlier was the name of the alley, not what city it was in.
Okay, regardless. Okay.
Number 9. Which of these sushi rolls did the group not eat? Is it A, eel roll, B, tuna roll, C, tamaki roll, or D?
Oh, 1 second. The audio just completely cut out for me.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can now that I took out my earbuds.
You're good.
Repeat it.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2. Can you talk for me?
Hello, hi.
Okay, you're a little soft, but I can still hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to yell.
Okay. Sorry, apparently my Google decided to do that. Okay, so question. Which of these sushi rolls did the group not eat? Is it A, eel roll, B, tuna roll, C, tamaki roll, or D, futomaki roll?
Wait, none of those are yellowtail. I was waiting for that one. Okay, say it again. I apologize.
No, gladly. Which of these sushi rolls did the group not eat? Is it A, eel roll, B, tuna roll, C, tamaki roll, or D, futomaki roll?
Tamaki roll.
The correct answer is D, futomaki roll.
Okay.
And question number 10. What was the first word of the story? Is it A, the, B, this, C, as, or D, they?
Such a fucking stupid question. Okay, it's not they. Repeat the other answers again.
Okay, the choices are A, the, B, this, C, as, or D, they.
I'm sorry, you're saying as, not
As is in AS, not ass.
Okay, I just want to make sure. That's not the answer. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just repeating it. But as this or the, that's not gonna be there. As this or the is too obvious. As the production team, this is a story. I'm gonna go with this.
The correct answer is as.
Come on.
And for a tiebreaker question, how many total words were in the story?
Let's go with. Let's go with 236.
236. All right. So you guys got a score of 4, which is not bad. We'll send you guys the overall results in just a few minutes. I mean, I can tell you last season, that was the winning score was 4. There was a 4-3 score last season. So 4 is really not a bad score at all. So you guys, and we'll actually send you guys the full story also too. So that way you guys can see exactly what the whole entire story was.
Wait, so whose favorite word was piss?
Sam.
Sam's, because it was Yaka fucking Tori Street, and I couldn't remember the name of the fucking street to tell Blake. That one is my bad.
It was nicknamed.
Yeah.
It was
Piss
nicknamed.
Street. It was
The
Piss Street because
pineapple shorts were my fault. What are we gonna do?
yeah.
I know
Y'all,
her and Jordan.
they
at
went bar hopping. They went fucking bar hopping.
Well, I will say that is my bad that I forgot to put that part. I was trying to get as much information as I can because there was a fucking lot.
Like I said, this story is massive.
So as far as I remember,
Y'all-
like
be happy that I remembered
they
what
went
I
on the bus at 4:08 a.m.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chrissy, you were saying?
I've never done well at this challenge. Y'all are lucky you got the information you did.
But Chrissy, you did really well. I was like hearing you in the background while I was trying to get my Switch booted up. You actually remembered a lot of the stuff I told you.
I tried my best, man. But
I'm
the
not.
tree, and then they said, I don't know who said it. I think it was Zach said that they use the hiking trail to get to the temple, and I'm like sitting here like trying not to react. Like, no, it was after.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not mad at it. I think what just threw me off was the question where he's like, which did they do first? Bar hopping, going to see the freaking statue, this, that. And I'm like, wait, none of
We're
this
a bunch of
happened in
drunks. Of
October.
course, we're gonna
Yeah.
go bar hop.
No, that's what they get you. It's like super specific questions. So I was trying to remember everything. I was like, okay.
The sushi rolls were eel, cucumber, and then
Yellowtail and eel.
yellowtail and
Tuna
Tuna.
tuna.
And specifically, Marcelo had the
had the tamaki.
tamaki because it was shaped like a cone and you can't fucking use chopstick like a simpleton.
Got that right without even knowing.
So y'all to remember all of that information, and all we got was production went.
Yeah.
This
No.
is, that's the challenge of this. The joy
When
of the
Blake started
challenge.
talking and saying all these numbers, I'm like, oh shit, I'm so fucked. So then I'm like, I need to repeat this back to you like 3 times and try to remember because
Yeah.
I'm so bad at this.
No, that was my
Yeah.
thing too. I at least wanted to make sure that Chrissy got like the first half right. So when I heard him left, I'm like, I'm just gonna give you the rest of the information and good luck.
The first part I got down pat. We got there 4:08 a.m. They took a bus to the freaking place.
Megan,
Watching 16 bullshit documentaries, and people there was 4 people, including Courtney, not with Courtney,
including
did
Courtney, that were watching
Yeah.
Twilight.